Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome, guys. Welcome everyone. We'll be starting out by exactly 5 minutes after 8. So, welcome, guys. Welcome everyone. Welcome. This is AgroCycle. I think we have only 11 people currently on the stream, so you can join now. Let me just send a message to the group. Um, Let me just send a message to the group quickly. So you can join now. You can join. 17 people. Welcome. As you're coming in, welcome. I'm trying to send messages to the group. Okay. Yes. So everybody can now join. Everybody can join. We are live now. So everybody can join. We have 18 people on the stream. I want to welcome the 18 people that we have. We have 23 good numbers going up. Yeah. So we'll be starting exactly 5 minutes after 8. Yeah, 5 minutes after 8. So I saw some comments. Anyways, let me check out the comments. Okay. He said, set me a reminder. Okay, nice. I think I know Mr. Nnamdi correct. He said, okay, good to be here, mentor. Nice to have you. Good to be here. Great. Okay. Good evening. Well done. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you. We have 20 people here. I want us to get to 100. At least 100 is a good number. Then we can launch out. Okay. Yeah. 100 is a good number. We are doing it. Keep 5 minutes from 3 minutes from now. We'll go 100. If you're not up to 100, I think the rest would catch us where they catch us. Yes. So log in and click on the link. It's already 8 p.m. Said greetings everyone. Coach Rex can't wait till 8 p.m. Oh, okay. We are finally here now. It's already 8 p.m. So yeah, we currently at 30 views at the moment. In the next 2 minutes, we'll be starting out. No African time. No, we don't do African time in AgroCycle. No African time. And it's the same thing with the way we deliver our products. No African time. If we tell you it's so time, just make yourself ready to come pick up your commodities at that exact time. Okay? Yes. There on you every morning. All you every morning. Okay. So I'm super excited. We are going somewhere. 33. And how many minutes do we have to go? Greetings, coach. I'm seeing you. I can see you now. I see you. Yeah, I see you. So if you have questions, go ahead and start dropping your questions in the comment section. Go ahead and start dropping your question. I think there was a lady that called me, Mrs. Chinyere. She's calling from, I think it was UK or so, or US. I believe she's here. If you're here, just wave, so I can give you a shout out. Okay? So I can give you a shout out. If you're here, wave so I can give you a shout out. Okay, 38 views. 38 people are in training. I'm seeing. Good evening, coach. Thank you for the knowledge. Okay. So something like that. Sorry if I did somehow. But the knowledge you're about to impact us, may God bless you. Thank you so much. How can I get feed, sir? We'll teach you how to prepare your feed, so don't overthink it. Okay? Don't overthink it. Yes. So thank you. Welcome everyone. Exactly 5 minutes. Welcome everyone. So today we're going to be teaching you not just how to start your farming, how to grow it, and also how to scale it. And in case you're wondering, some of us, I think we've heard the stories on the group already. So it's not like I'm going to be more like repeating myself or anything. I think we've heard my story, how I bought 2,000 snails and I eventually lost everything because of my carelessness. And and now I would always tell people, I used to tell them something. See, if you don't go for knowledge, you will either start, fail completely, or start and be like me that is telling people not to go ahead and do what they want to do. But of course, people won't listen. But the few that will be listening, you would be delighted that you did listen. Okay, you'll be genuinely delighted that you did listen. Yeah. So today we'll be talking about how to start, grow, and scale a snail farming business. So some people know how to start, some people know how to grow, they don't know how to scale. Largely, a lot of persons don't know how to scale. It was I think it was some 2 months ago that somebody said that they bred 5,000 jumbo sized snails and they could not sell it. And my question was like, what were you doing from the point where you got your snails, you started feeding your snails? That's, you don't know how to at least post on your status, or at least walk up to 10 supermarkets and ask them, do you need these services? Or maybe run an ad or something. Some people can over exaggerate things, so I didn't want to follow up. But then that won't be your case. We'll teach you how to start, grow, and scale a profitable snail farming business. Yeah, so let's get to it. Who am I? A lot of persons already know me, but in case you don't know me, I'll be your coach. My name is Rexford Emmanuel. I'm the team lead at AgroCycle. I mainly manage farmers under the AgroCycle network. What does it mean? A lot of persons think, oh, Mr. Rex, you are the one in logistics, you're the one in procurement, you're the one in. No. I just manage farmers, consult with a host of other consultants who have over 3 years of experience in snail farming. We help over 350 farmers that we currently have practicing in AgroCycle, help them manage their farms. And you won't be any different if you start. Okay, so at AgroCycle, we majorly deal on the sales of snails, mainly for breeding. That's what we focus on. But is that the basics? Is that all we do at AgroCycle? No, AgroCycle is way beyond snail farming. And here's the best way to think about it. Here's a better way to think about it. For farmers, valuable education, and provide them. Now, it doesn't stop there. We are doing this because we hope that one day we'll be able to become a, a heavy influence in the livestock production industry, where we can control or connect people who want to buy to people who want to sell and make a commission from it. So are we training you because we want you to buy snails? No. We are training you because we want you to grow to a point where we can help you sell your snails and make a little commission out of it. So imagine we have 10,000 farmers that are producing every day and we are making commissions out of it. Do you think anybody can stop us? So that's the bigger vision for AgroCycle. We're not limiting it to snails, we're extending to other livestock. But for now, let's focus on snail and dominate the snail farming industry. Let us hold it, let us grab it. Okay. And how do we do this? Give the best of knowledge. I'm not one to make promises, make a lot of promises. I'm one to give a lot of proofs to work. Now, because of my background as an engineer, I am very, very keen to rational thinking, and I just want to see 1 + 1 is equal to 2. If you understand this thing, show me a step-by-step process of achieving the same result. If you did it and achieved this result, and I did it and I cannot achieve this result, I don't believe your process. Okay, so that's my thinking approach. Now, we help farmers set up farms across Nigeria. That's the basics, but we are making adjustments to those processes. But basically, that's what we do. And so far, we've trained over 560 farmers. Like, do you know what that is? Expertise. And Don't worry, tomorrow we'll be having our free consultation sections. You will see expertise in manifestation. We'll be answering questions with videos, practical videos. What is this? We'll show you. Take. you know, we overwhelm you with information. I personally believe something. Our goal is not to sell you start snail farming. Our goal is to inform you so well that once you're ready, you launch out. And for me, you can hear from my voice, I'm very passionate about teaching people the business. It's not enough to just start snail farming. It's just not enough. I'm committed to teaching the people the business and show them how to make money. And when we get to the testimonial sections, you will hear for yourself and you do the maths and you know, okay, does it work? Does it not work? Okay? Yeah. So my personal story is in short, in the very, very brief way, so that we can get to the next things and start talking about snails. I started snail farming in my 400 level in the university. I I started by accident, telling people to come in and making some commissions because I was trying to sell calcium supplements that was grinding eggshells that I produced from collecting eggshells from people who sold bread and egg from the streets. That was way 2019. I consistently did this, and when I wanted to start my own snail farming, I didn't start. So I went to Swali Market. If you're in Bayelsa here, you can relate. How many of us know Swali Market? If you know Swali Market, just indicate to. If you know Swali Market, just indicate. Yes. Okay. So I was hoping that I bought 2,000 snails, and this is how I bought. I bought 500 breeders, and the breeders that I bought were AMS, and I bought um 1,500 small ones. And this is my thinking: if the if the breeders will start laying eggs, they will get to a point where they are laying their eggs. Then the growers will join them up. Long story short, I failed, and I failed in the most disastrous way that I tried everything that they would tell you. Cook your soil. First of all, I was doing free range. So how do I treat my soil in free range? They say use neem oil. I use neem oil. No, what did they say? Like I failed then. I was I had some hard times, and eventually long story short, I'm here training because I picked myself up. I got the right breed, which I believe is the AMO breeds, and we'll talk about that extensively. And that's my long story. That's my whole story in short. About that growth cycle, we are doing our best to make sure farmers have the best results. Okay. Now, this training is not for you. Let me not waste your time any further. Look at the screen. I don't want to waste your time any further. If you belong to any of these categories, end this call and use your next 2 or 1 hour for something very, very productive for you. If you belong to any of these categories, and I will tell you examples, like practical example. I've seen this thing and I've seen people fail because of it. The first one is snail farming is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not something that you want to put. Remember, I said snail farming. I didn't say the snail business. There are two different things. There's the business and there is the farming. Understand it and know peace. Snail farming is not a get rich quick scheme. Let me tell you from the beginning, you need like 2 years for your farm to succeed. The first year is you buy your breeders. Now your breeders will start giving you babies, giving you eggs and all that within the first year. So let's say within the 1 year, the first set of babies that you got have gotten to breeder stage, because it takes about 9 months to 12 months for them to become breeders. Now they have gotten to that breeder stage. What happens? They will join the workforce. Let's say you got maybe 600 in the first 3 months. Those 600 will go and join. Maybe you started with 400 or 500. Now 1,000 breeders that are laying. Then they will lay for another 1 year. Your new breeders, the ones that you got from your farm, and your breeding stock, making it 1,000 snails laying for you. Okay, so at the end of the second year, you sell off those beginning breeders. Why? Because their egg rates will drop. You'll fatten them and sell them as medium jumbo size, and the rest of them. So if 2 years is too long for you to wait for something, please stay away from snail farming. Don't go further in this training. I'm begging you now. Okay. The next one will be, you will just, if you believe that you just build your pen, your snail pen, buy your breeders and feed them with kitchen scrap and leftovers. This one is not for you. And I think it was Where was this? It was just today that a farmer. I don't know how I can show this. I don't know. Okay, then I'll post it on the group. Don't worry. I'll put it out on the group so that you can see what I'm talking about. I'll put it out on the group. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. I'll put it on the group. Okay. It was just today that a farmer posted how their watermelon has spots. They cut watermelon. And besides, please, let me just do this. I don't know if I'll remember to say it later. Please slow down. If you're farming here or you start farming, please don't use watermelon at the moment. I don't know what chemical they're adding to it. I don't know if it's a saccharin. They dissolve saccharin in water and they inject it into the watermelon as sweetener, or I don't know exactly know what they're using to preserve it, but it's really killing snails. So please stay away from watermelon, and we have that out of the way. Okay. So please don't use your leftover. You go and cut plantain. After you want to fry plantain, you fry the inside and the outside is what you feed your snails. Stay away from this. You have leftover food, carrots. You cut carrot, chop carrots. You now leave the head. You cut the head and leave it for your snails to eat. Stay away from this training. It's not for you. Okay. You don't understand what that it takes patience every day. Your snail farming is not difficult, but every day, take my word, every day, especially in your intensive system, and we'll still talk about intensive, you need to clean your pen. I will talk about cleaning and I will tell you what cleaning is, how to clean it. You need to clean it every day. It's not something that you do morning and night, just in the evening. 6 p.m., come and clean your pen and you're good. Are we together? I believe so. Okay. I don't need snails. I want improved breeders. Okay. I don't need snails. I want improved breeders. See, you see these people. Sorry, I don't need knowledge. I want improved. I think that was what I was trying to say. I don't need knowledge. I want improved breeders. Okay. I think it's a typo error there. You see the set of people. You don't want knowledge. You want to jump in. Not in AgroCycle, anyways. And the problem is we have a what we call the insured breeders clause, and I would talk about it later. Then, what it simply means is that for the first 2 weeks of your training, okay, or the first 2 weeks of buying snails, if you lose an outsized number beyond 20% of the number you bought 1,000, you lost 200. AgroCycle will replace your 200. Okay, will replace it. Is a must. Why? Because think about it now. You just bought snails and they are dying. It means it's not your fault. And even if it means there is nobody following you up, there's nobody checking up on you, there's nobody telling you what to do, there's nobody asking you to post videos. And that's why we have a lot of videos, because we check up on you. Anyways, let me continue. And if you have a job that takes you away from more than 1 week, if you have a job that you're going for 1 week and you want to keep your snails in the bush, free range, and there is nobody, you don't have a migad, you don't have a wife, you don't have a brother, you don't have a sister that you can say, look after my snails, just stay away. Okay, just stay away. And lastly, if you have a small mind, okay, if you have a very small mind, the fastest way to kill a big dream or kill any dream is to share it to someone that has a mind, it's very, very tiny mind, because they will laugh you to scorn. So this is a very, very typical example of what I'm talking about. So this is directly from our post. So we think it was a few days ago, our admin brought it to our attention. He said, if you are really making big money from it, you won't advertise it. So you're saying that all the big companies that are advertising their products are not making money from it. Like, that's literally what they are saying now. Like, that's what this guy is trying to say. That Coca-Cola, which is a multi-billion dollar industry, but is still running ads. Pepsi is still running ads with Messi, Ronaldo, and all these football stars, that they are not making money. So our representative was like, you are very correct. Okay, you're very correct. We can see that Coca-Cola go further. So let's give 1 minute of silence for people that are leaving. I believe people have left. You people are nobody. Anyways, okay. So if you are still here, it means you mean business. So let's get into business. By the end of this webinar, what will you be learning? You'll be learning the A to Z of snail farming, different snail species, who can partake in snail farming, different snail houses, benefits of snail farming, slime extraction, the value of snail meat, okay, in the international market. I will show you this one with proofs. It's not a story. You see proof, you see people who have done these things and their results. If it's worth it, then you can follow them. Okay. Well, we'll talk about the requirements for snail farming, followed by how to set up a snail farm on a budget. Okay. Then the wealth that can be generated from snail farming and other ways to earn from snail farming. Okay, from snail farming before you even have a farm, before your farm is ready. Okay. So I've told you that you have to spend a period of 2 years. How do you make money in this period of 2 years? How do you make sure that you have something that you can rely upon? Okay, you're making consistent earnings. You're not just there, just idle, wasting or just ignorant. You don't. How do you ensure that you're making something out of it? Because a lot of persons will tell you, oh, I'm waiting. If you don't have money, if you are not established financially, okay, you don't have all the without to just relax and just chill and be the normal person. Please don't sit back, don't sit on the fence. Handle your snail farm and be in the snail business at the same time. And we'll be teaching you what that means. So where do we start from? Yes. So why should you listen to me? This thing, I've passed 4 years now. What are these people doing? I have 5 years of experience. I have 5 years of experience in both small scale and large scale snail farming ventures. Okay, this is my pen. This is my free range pen, and this is what it looked like later. And this is anyways, people who went to Futo. I don't know. Futo is a Federal University of Technology. I had the biggest student-owned snail farm. Anyways, the school didn't own any snail farm, so I had the biggest snail farm in the entire Futo. That was during my university days. Okay, so at AgroCycle, we have helped over. Okay, we help farmers buy breeders, and we sell between 30,000 to 3,000 to 4,500 breeders, snail breeders on a monthly basis. Okay, and the number is that slightly high because most of our farmers buy within 500. I want 500 breeders. I want 400 breeders. I want 1,000 breeders. So it's not like it's a crazy number. We are getting to a point where we'll have an ecosystem that the snails that are moving from one farmer to another farmer will talk like 1 billion snails have moved. They are still starting. We've not done anything. Okay. And we also help our farmers sell their matured snail, okay, locally and connect them to the international market. And this one is not bobo. We'll connect you. We'll give you the links for exportation. Now, the only downside is who are you exporting to? That's a big challenge that we are still working on ceaselessly on how we can manage it. Okay, but if you have someone you can export to, we'll help you get the snails, would help you do the logistics, connect to someone that can do your logistics. So don't overthink it. Yeah. If you think those things I mentioned is some of the reasons it's worth listening to me, then let's go to the next phase. Okay, let's take it to the next level. Now, reason why it is difficult to do snail farming. Why is it difficult? A lot of people have serious difficulties doing snail farming. Okay, so the first challenge that people have in the snail business, okay, is they don't have adequate knowledge about the snail farming business. They don't understand it. They mix it up. There is snail farming and there is snail farming business. So you are doing snail farming and you are expecting the result of someone who is in snail farming business, yet you're not combining it. Okay, or you just want to start snail farming and you go and watch all the YouTube videos in the world. Is YouTube video bad? No, genuinely, it's not bad. Just that the knowledge in YouTube, in different YouTube, it's scattered. Okay, I don't know if you guys understand. It's just scattered. It's everywhere. You see somebody talking about how to hatch. The next thing you see somebody talking about how to incubate. The next minute you see somebody talking about how to raise your snails. Next one is somebody talking about how to sell. Like, so many things. People talking about different things, different concepts at the same time. So it's the knowledge is not in one place. Okay. Then again, it is difficult for you to like I don't know how to explain this thing, but basically, don't fall into the trap of not having good knowledge before getting into okay into snail farming unless you face a lot of difficulty. Have good knowledge. Have someone that will hold you by the hand. Get a mentor, someone that has walked the road, who can stand on their shoulders to do great things for yourself. Now, the next thing is difficulty in getting buyers. Yes, if you don't know how to, a lot of persons want to they they want to buy things, okay, but they don't know how to become the person that knows how to sell things, and that's the truth. A lot of persons don't know how to sell. So you're getting into a business and you don't know how to sell. So that would be another skill that you will learn in the snail farming business. Take note, snail farming business. Now let me share a story with you. We had a farmer that is not even a farmer. She does all these like free trainings that we do. So she kept pestering me. Oh, Mr. Rex, do this. I said, okay, madam, if you can go to Swali Market, because she's from Bayelsa, go to Swali Market by 5 a.m. You will find women that come from the river. Okay, they carry the snails in boats. They come from the river. Okay, that river is like a bridge, and it's under the bridge that they are selling, and there's a river there. So you come from there, rush by that 5 a.m., buy from them, then come back. And but if you buy from them, let's say you have a 60,000 naira, you can buy from there. She doesn't have money. You need money to make money after everything. But get the concept. You buy from them, then you wait more. It's not like you've disappeared completely. You wait a little bit, and what happens? More like you buy by 6, by 8, new people will start coming to the market. You can sort them into different sizes and sell them off, and you can make close to 30,000 naira on top whatever you are selling. Okay, and it's not like the money making thing is hard. Okay, it's just that people don't know. They just want to relax in the comfort of their home, and people will come to your farm and pick up snails when you've not made. If you don't make noise, nobody knows you. Okay, in primary school, if you make noise, they will write your name in names of noisemakers. Teacher will flog you. But in life, if you don't make noise for a business, life will flog you. Okay, life will teach you a lesson. Yeah. And the next one is lack of finance to start up. Okay, you don't have money to start up the business, or you don't even have enough money to start up the farm. Then you see people using tires. Like if I see anybody using tire, it used to be like, what? I beg, you're not. Don't mind me. Oh. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you using tires? Doesn't like so. Put yourself together. Put certain amounts together. Put your finance together. Then do snail farming. Put it together, then do snail farming, okay? Then the next one is lack of patience and commitment to grow your farm sustainably. There's what we call physiological maturity and sexual maturity. At 12 months, your snails are mature. When can you even start selling? Let's talk about that one. Some people start selling at baby stage. So when I'm telling you that you need to wait 2 years, doesn't mean you have to wait 2 years before you make your money. It's just when can your farm become sustainable? When do you start selling and your farm is sustainable? 2 years. Yeah, that's how it works. So you need to sell for at least 2 years for your farm to become very sustainable. Yep. Then physiological maturity starts by when you have like a jumbo size, medium range jumbo, and that is it. So that's how it usually works. Are we together? Okay. Sexual maturity, 12 months. Physiological maturity, 1 year, 6 months. You can start selling from that. From that range. I hope you're together. Yes. Okay. Business. Okay. What is snail farming business? Because most people here are here for the farming, but you cannot farm the snails and not have the business for it. Like literally, what are you doing? If you don't understand the business, why are you doing it? It's just like some people they will enter. What is this thing? I don't know. They say I think it was Ali Baba that was talking about it. Okay, Ali Baba was saying that some people they have the business of music and they are just doing music. They will buy chain, they will buy this thing, and they will run around like small opportunity that you get. You are making noise. You don't understand. So what is the snail farming business all about? What does it entail? Now, snail farming business, also known as heliciculture, is the practice of raising snails for human consumption or other purposes, such as cosmetics and for fashion too. People use it for trinkets. It involves creating a suitable environment for snails to thrive. Did you hear me? Suitable environment. I no talk say make you put am for tire. Tire is not a suitable environment, and you might just wonder why. I personally think, have you seen, if you see, well, later, maybe during the consultation section, I will show you how snails can bite concrete and turn it into something very, very small. They will just your stone, they will chew it. Your concrete pen, if it's not well plastered, they will chew it, literally chew it to bits. Okay. Yes, manage their diet and reproduction. So you're going to be in charge of that, managing diet and reproduction, and ensure proper care to produce healthy and marketable snails. That is what snail farming is. You have not started marketing. So when somebody says snail farming is not making money, like, it's not meant to make you money. Is the first step you have to prepare yourself for before you get to the market. Those, so people don't, you see the knowledge gap that I'm talking about. People don't know. That's the knowledge gap that I'm talking about. You're mixing it up. You're mixing up snail farming and the snail farming business. They are two different things. But for you to be very successful, you need to have both. Can you be successful in snail business without being a snail farmer? Yes. Can you be successful in snail farming without being in snail business? Yes. But you cannot rise so well. There are limits to all of them. Okay. So now, what is snail farming business? In snail farming business, entrepreneurs breed. Take note, entrepreneurs. Who are entrepreneurs? People who are willing to exchange value for money. That's one way I define entrepreneurs. So no plenty English. Entrepreneurs breed rare and harvest snails for sales in the food market, cosmetic industry, or aspect. They must consider factors like suitable habitat, feed, pest control, market demand. How does your market play into this? Very important. How does your market play into this? Okay. With growing interest in sustainable and exotic food, snail farming offers a niche opportunity for agricultural entrepreneurs and diverse income stream. Okay, and provides diverse income streams for people. Sorry for that. Now, I would always tell people, okay, let's just sit down and think about this thing. Let's talk. Okay. How many of us have ever gone into ShopRite? Oh, said, sir, you're too fast. Oh, sorry. I didn't even notice. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let me give you a minute. Just take a minute and digest this. Okay, just take a minute. Let's slow down a bit. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Okay. Oh, please, we get the learning material. Yeah, of course, you get it. You can. It's on YouTube, so the link is there. You can go back and watch it. There is no. It's not taken down. Okay. Yeah, you're fine. It won't be taken down. You can go back and watch it. I'm sorry, I was very fast. So can we go through it? Uh cover and over after it. Yes, you can take the classes over and over again. So I'm sorry for being so fast since that was that fast. So yes, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Find a place in your heart to forgive me. So what I'm saying in essence is in snail business, entrepreneurs basically people who know how to create value. Okay, people know how to put value to things. People who can look at something and see gold in it. and they are seeing a dry desert. They are seeing a vast dry land, which is called a desert. Then they are seeing an energy plant where they can site an energy plant. They are seeing that they can put solar panels here, connect them to houses, sell power to houses, and make money. Those are people that I'm talking about. So you didn't hear an entrepreneur talk about, oh, there is no money, there is no market. If there's no market, I'll create a market. If there's no market, it's even the more reasons why I should be there, because there will be few people to compete with. So I walked into ShopRite and I went to the shelf. As I don't know about Lagos ShopRite, I'm talking about Warri ShopRite because I've not been in Lagos ShopRite. So I walked in there and I was trying to check to find out where if there were a shelf, more like, you know, that place where they do the freezer part where they have meat and all that. So I was checking to know, is there a place where they have snails? Guess what? There was chicken, there was turkey, there was beef, but there was even pork. There was even pork, but there was no place for snails. But guess what? Somebody put those things there. So if I get to a point, if we get to a point where we have a sustainable ecosystem, tell me why we will not have agrocycle frozen food. Just be waiting for us. See, your snails will buy it. I'm telling you, you see that your snails, go and breed yours. Agrocycle will buy it. Anyways, let me be chill. There's no reason why you will not have agrocycle frozen food. There's no reason why you not have who let me check for somebody's name. Whose name can I spend? Okay. There's no time we'll not have Stephen Obina's frozen food. There's no way we'll not have Nkiru's frozen food. There's no way. Okay. See, there is have you frozen, there are few people that are doing it. There you see frozen chicken outlets everywhere. Everywhere. But have you seen this thing for snails? And you saw somebody will be shouting there's no market, which there is no market. One of our farmers on the community of practicing farmers, because sorry, I use a lot of examples. I'm not even started. We'll do the don't worry. I'm loaded. Don't worry. There's no rush. We can go over the slides after. Yeah, Obina, that's true. They can go over the slides. Yeah. So I am loaded with information. One of the farmers, what he does is he has I've forgotten the name of this. Is it pinhole, or there's one very, very viable this thing, home for elderly people. Home for elderly is like more like a hospital that takes care of elderly people. That's them. So if you're having stroke, arthritis, osteoporosis, all those things, come there. The man has a deal with the hospital, and he provides them with snails. What is the selling strategy? Snails are very high in calcium. Snails are very high in calcium, and once they can serve, they're very low in cholesterol, so they can serve as an alternative meat for elderly people. Guess what? Elderly people are some of them are retired, they have money. Some of them have kids that are abroad, they have money. Some of them have kids that can pay for those things. So tell me why they will not buy. See, don't play on these things. Okay, Rita, sir, why are you not answering questions? I will answer questions, don't worry. I will take our time to answer questions. We are not rushing. And besides, you have tomorrow for all your questions, okay? But I will still answer on this live session. I will answer the questions, don't worry yourself. Yeah. So that's what makes a snail business. Now, let's talk about the farming system. Now we understand snail business. Let's talk about snail farming. Now, there are two types of snail farming. There's the intensive and there's the extensive system. Okay, so let me read what you have here if I tell you what I know. Intensive snail farming maximizes production in limited space by controlling environmental factors like temperature and humidity. It involves high density snail production. High density means in a very small space, you have high number of snails clustered together. That's what high density means. The standard stocking density for snail is 3 feet by 5 feet. 3 feet by 5 feet is 150 square feet. Yes, that's what it is. So the stocking density for 150 square feet is 100 snails. And I would explain better, don't worry. For people who don't understand the technical jargon that I just said, I would explain well. Okay. Efficient feeding and careful management to optimize growth and yield. Okay, that's what intensive snail farming is. So I see people doing tires. Yes, they are doing intensive, but I don't advise it. You look at the thing that I'm showing you. A concrete pen is advisable. A wooden pen is advisable. Now, what is the standard measurement for a pen? 3 feet. The length, sorry, the breadth. Okay, the shorter part. Let me use the shorter part. Is 3 feet. The longer part is 5 feet. Now, from the where you see, I feel like pointing on the screen. Okay, I think I can use my mouse. Yes, from here now to the down part, to the bottom, is 2.5 blocks. Sorry, okay, let me just go back. It's 2.5 blocks. Is 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3 down. 3 blocks. Are we together? 3 feet, 5 feet, 3 blocks, and so half of the foundation block will be buried. I think I'm very, very clear about this. Okay. So now when you have this scenario, already sorted out, when you have this thing sorted out, note that this thing is not external dimension. It is your internal dimension. It is not the outside that you're measuring. It is the inside of the pen that is 3 feet, 5 feet. Please take note. And it will take a stocking density of 100 snails. And we even go the extra mile to now put stones and sticks inside your pen, such that we create something like another level, okay, another deck. I don't how do I explain this thing? Okay, inside your pen, you now put stones and support it, suspend the sticks, then mulch on top. The snails can now come and decide to move on top of those mulching, move on that. So you're creating more space inside that enclosed space. During the training in tomorrow's class, just ask me for pens. Okay, we'll send it to you. Yeah, the free consultation section. Now we have the semi-intensive. Now take note, semi-intensive. It doesn't mean it's completely hands off. You have put them in the bush. Okay, you have not put them in the bush. You have not put them in the bush. You just created something that looks close to a bush setting. You see how greenish this one is? Please don't come. Anyways, I've seen a lot of things. So agrocycle farmers know that if your pen is not well grown, we would advise you not to even procure your breeders. Stop, abeg, don't rush it, because you will still not help us achieve our overall goal of being able to influence at least the snail farming industry to determine the selling rate and all those things. You won't help us. So there is no need help following you to do rubbish. It's not like rubbish, but it's not to follow and do what you're expected to do. So allow your pen to grow well. Allow it to be dense. Allow the vegetation to cover. Look at this thing. It's not when you have one palm tree. Can you see the bottom? Do you know where the snails are in this setup? You cannot see them. And it was just a few days ago that I was talking about the limitations of both system. I was telling them that, see, in free range, if you make mistakes or there is a disease that comes into your pen and your pen is affected, you don't even find out that your snails are dying because of the look at how densely cultivated it is. You do you know where the snails are? And this is not a random online picture. All these pictures are farmers in AgroCycle community of farmers. I think this Mr. GK, he has about 10,000 snails there. It's not story. It's you can meet him. You can meet him. He's in Owerri, Amakoya or this Amakoya somewhere. You can meet him. It's not rocket science. So in essence, let me just read what we have. Semi-intensive or free-range snail farming allows snails to roam in controlled outdoor environments. It combines natural foraging with supplemental feeding, providing a balance between natural behavior and controlled management. Do you understand? So you asked me what are the benefits of these two systems. Let me talk about them before I talk about what are the benefits. The first benefit is cost. In the intensive system, it costs you little to start, but your cost increase over time. In the extensive system, it costs you more to start, but once you set up your pen, your cost reduces. How do I mean? In intensive system, your biggest problem is not your snails. Okay. In intensive system, your biggest problem, can you build or stock breeders for me at Abuja? Of course, now that's what we do for a living. He said, can you do it? Yes, now we can do it. I noticed, okay, so I noticed on snails, use, please let me just focus on this and not answer any question. Okay. So the biggest challenge you'll be facing in intensive is um expansion. So I will tell farmers, if you make the mistake, it looks like threats. Okay. So I tell them, if you make the mistake or you do, and you understand this snail farming thing and you do it right, and you're able to feed your snails well, your breeders are not dying, you've gotten the conditions, then you make the further mistake to learn how to hatch your snails in intensive, and your hatching rate is very high, and you are feeding well. You set yourself up. If you don't have money, problem. Okay, it was today, just today now. Wait, let me see if I can find. Can I? Hope you guys. I don't think you guys can see this, but let me. Today the man was complaining. His complaint was, say, my mentor. I have 2,000 babies, and I feel like they're not growing the way I want it to grow. I say, Jesus. I say, people, you're having 2,000 babies. People are having, people are just getting 100 and you're happy. You have 2,000 and you are saying they're not growing well. And I told him to do his expansion. Send us a review of your pen. He sent a review of his pen, and the problem was expansion. You need to expand more. How many snails are you keeping in one place, in one pen? You're having 600 snails. How? How do you want them to grow? Overstocking, like the stocking density. And what happens if you have that kind of setup? What happens is that, sorry, your snails become very cannibalistic at a very little stage. Not all of them have enough food. Some of them will decide to develop a taste for flesh. They will start eating another snail flesh. Yes, they are like that. Don't overthink it. They are cannibalistic. Okay. And before you know it, your pen is drained, your snails are down. Okay. Now, another disadvantage on the flip side for the semi-free range is, like I told you, money. You just be expanding. Your snails are going their way, left, right, center. There's a lot of space for them. You might not even 1 year in a space of 1 year, you've not even decided to build another pen. Like in the free range, when you start seeing your babies, you just come inside your pen and you now see, because at night it got to a point in my free range pen when, if you come inside my pen without touch, you step on babies. Like that pathway, okay, you step on babies. That was how good it got after the losses that we had. Okay, you step on babies. If you get to that point, just know that you have over 4,000-5,000 babies in your pen, like doing well. Now, feeding in intensive system, you have to feed every single day. Okay, feed every single day. You cannot just leave them and go and travel and expect that without proper intervention that they will survive. They need you. Okay, you're enclosing them in a very tight space. They need your guidance, they need your care, they need your support, they need your attention. That is it. They just need you. Now, in the intensive system, semi-intensive system, the free range system, okay, the thing is, like I said, they are free. You feed them every other day. So you can feed them on Monday, leave Tuesday, forget about it. Wednesday, leave Thursday, forget about it. Friday, forget about it. Now, you can, no, I'm just, the thing is, a lot of things coming to my head, okay? Now, okay, so I'm still talking about the disadvantages and advantages. Okay, but one thing is, you in this system you can automate things more. You can easily automate things in free range than you can automate in intensive. Take for example, one of our farmers that I think is one of very big guys in Owerri, because I started in Owerri, so that's why I know quite a number of farmers. He owns a very well-known hotel in Owerri, and he uses the snail he gets from his farm to supply his hotel. He runs a hybrid system, and it means he does both intensive and extensive, two of them. So I heard people say snail farming is not sustainable. I say go and sleep, you don't know anything. Or that free range does not work. I say please just relax, you've not gone in. So now what he does is he's able to carefully manage this thing using automation. Every 6 hours, his farm goes off. Like the sprinklers in his farm goes off, and everywhere. If he's, I think he traveled to London. He has cameras in his farm. Sprinklers go off like every 6 hours. Then his megad simply comes to provide the feed, like provides a tray where the snails feed, and that is it. Nothing else. And the snails come and they feed and they go back. He comes the next day, takes out the tray, washes it, and that's it. No feeding for the next day. Once in every, but you can't do those kind of things in free range, okay? So just know where you are and which one is more productive, the one you give more time and attention. That's the one that works perfectly. So if you don't have the capacity to start big, you're scared, you don't have the amount to take on a lot of risk, start with intensive. But know that as you grow and as you start doing well, you will spend more in building more for expansion. So what you usually see is when farmers build, they build their first set of pen, build the second one. The next thing they're already talking about free range, and they are moving all the snails there. Okay, they are moving all the snails to there. But I'm not waving too far. Yeah. Okay. Now, the requirements for snail farming. What are your requirements? Proper training. I cannot, like, anybody that is in this training, you know that this one is not what we are talking is not. I think we've done 51 minutes already. Wow. And we've not even gone anywhere. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? No, give me, if you're ready for more, type 3 in the comment section. Just type 3. I want to see 3. If you're ready for more, I want to see 3. How many of us? Just type 3. Number 3, number 3. Let me see 3. If you're ready for more, type 3. If I'm wasting your time, type 0. 0. I want to see 0. If I'm wasting your time, type 0. And if I'm giving you value, type 3. What happened to my comment section now? What happened? Oh, yeah. I'm seeing this. 3. Yeah, nice. Diametric Academy. Emmanuel, thank you. Michael, thank you very much. Oh, no 0. Oh, another 3. Oh, yeah. Rita, any 3. Yeah, Julius will be 3. Yes. Oh, okay. Wow. Basi Echo, thank you very much. Thank you. It's really encouraging to, it's not easy. Yes, Adebisi, I see you. Thank you very much. Okay. It's not easy to Ele Zakari. Sorry if I butchered your name. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Okay, so let's get back to what we're doing. Yeah, KP. Okay, now proper training. If you're already in this training, even if you see, we make a boast that we will teach you so well. Do you know what is teach you so well? Free training, no, not the paid one. We will teach you so well that when you see a farmer that doesn't know what they are doing, you will detest them. Like you will know that, oh, snail farming is not for me. I'm not doing this. Or snail farming is for me and I want to do this and I know what I need to do. And I'm not talking about the paid version. I'm talking about the free training. Free. After this training, when you see people talking, what doesn't work, okay, go and treat your soil. You will see. I tell people, okay, anyways, let me not blow this. Let's talk about the next thing. So get good training. And if you're in AgroCycle, we're literally the best snail farming company. Go and check. Best. Why would I say we are the best? We are literally the only company that does not do all these. We show our farm that what happened. What are we? We show the farms of our farmers. If you go to our page, you will spend a whole day on our page and you see farmers teaching farmers. They're teaching how to clean, how to wash, even this woman na farmer is our farmer. Okay, yeah. So we are literally the best. And you know what the results when you work with the best. So do appropriate housing, please. I beg you. If you want to do free range, allow your free range pen to grow well in the name of Jesus, or in the name of whatever you call holy. I'm a Christian, okay? So Jesus is my Lord and personal Savior. For you, in whatever you call holy, I beg you in the name of that thing, build your pen well. Don't go and do something shabby. Don't come and go stress your consultants. You might not. There's a way, like there's some kind of mistakes that certain farmers make, and I'll be like literally, you went through the training. Like yes, you went through You didn't just go through the free online training, you went through the paid version. After going through the paid version, you were attached to a farmer. After being attached to a farmer, you had your state network, and you cannot even stick to basic measurement of a pen. Like, it's just that most of the people in the agro community are older than me. Like, I would have just say, like, what is happening to you? You know? Sometimes I feel like what exactly is doing. So you can, but then they're older than me, so I cannot say anything. I'll say, okay, fine, please. You have to adjust your stocking density. Maybe instead of 100, you can do 60. I'll speak English, but please, in my heart, I'm not speaking English. I'm angry. Okay, now suitable soil and soil sterilization. Get suitable soil. Now, what is a suitable soil? Let me be very, very clear about this one before we go and talk about feeding, okay, diet, and the rest of them. Suitable soil. What is a suitable soil? Some people say loamy soil. Okay, some people say any soil that can retain water and does not allow water to drain fast and all those things. For me, please go for loamy soil. Okay, if you can get that dark soil that is usually used in planting, dark is relatively dark. Okay, not too dark like soaked and, but relatively dark. Okay, please use it. That's the best soil. And you might just be wondering why clay? Why loamy soil? If you use clay, clay is slightly acidic. Yes. And the plasticity is very high. Plasticity is the ability of something to take a shape when bent or when subjected to heat or pressure. So a lot of persons don't know that even as you're applying, let's not go into technical terms. Generally, please don't use soil that used to mold pots to go and do snail farming. The moment water touches it, it makes it difficult for the snails to move. Being slightly acidic, it breaks up the slimes in the snails. Okay, so the snails are literally unable to move. Yeah. Now, if you can't use sandy soil, the snails have high tendency to experience dry out. Then you now hear something like, "Oh, I am pouring too much water I'm pouring water in my farm." Please, that dry out is completely different from a pen being humid. Dry out is simply a condition. Now, take note for people that this thing is just free. I want you to learn and let it be the very best training you would ever have. Okay, so anyways, that's by the way. So dry out is a condition where the snail is losing more water to the atmosphere than it's absorbing from the soil. And you might be asking me, how is this possible? Snails don't drink water like human beings. Then another example. Okay, it was just 2 weeks ago. A farmer came and complained in the community of practicing farmers. He said, um, it looked like this snail farming is by calling. No, it's something that I hate. I hate over being religious about something that is very basic. Anyways, my engineering background, so chill. So it be like this snail farming is by calling. No, there's some people that we are here. People are getting 3,000 babies, 4,000 babies, or 300 snails in a day, eggs, and me, I'm still losing 50 snails. I'm like, ah. Oh yeah, show us your pen. Because yes, now if you lay claims, show us your pen. How can other people be getting results and you are not getting? You're doing something wrong. So you showed his pen, and I don't think I brought the picture, but remind me in tomorrow's training section. Okay, please remind me. Everything I'm telling you to remind me. Oh. Don't be the type of person that would. I'm shouting, remind me. You not remind me. Okay, don't be that kind of person. As I'm saying, remind me. Please remind me of all these things. Remind me that I said I will show you the video of the what the farmer posted because there's video evidence. This is not theory. There's video evidence. Show me that. I'll show you the video of what the man posted in his farm. He told me that Mr. Rex that is using packer for feeding. Like my head. What do you mean by packer? Like I didn't know what to. I say packer, like the packer for packing dirt. That's what you're using. He said, yes, now that all the snails will come there. I said, what's your stocking density? 100. So you're telling me that that small packer is what you're using to feed 100 snails? He said, yes. You know they are older than me now. You know I cannot do anything. They are older than me. Most people here are older than me. So I could not do anything, of course. So I was like, okay, fine. Then I asked him further, how okay, what do you provide them with water? He said he uses drinkers. snail drinkers. You know what drinkers are? That this thing for that snails using drink. Sorry, drinkers for bird. You know that red tray that they use that white one to cover on top. You turn it like this. You pour water inside. When you pour water inside, you now turn it back. Hope you understand. Sorry, I'm very, very expressive about things. A lot of persons will understand. Okay, so that is what he used to bring water to snails. Like, do you think that snails can smell water, or do you think that they know where the water is? Like, what is your plan? So I was telling him, see, please, only five snails that would crawl into that opening. It's not like they are coming to peck and go. Only five snails that will crawl into that opening. They've covered everywhere. So the other snails were dying from dry out. Literally, they were drying out. So the snails were facing dry out, and that was why his snails were dying. So he said, "Oh, okay." That I told him what to do. I attached him, the farmer that he was attached to. I told him to call the farmer. The farmer consulted with him because we have a lot of. You cannot come to AgroCycle and not be attached to a farmer. No, it's not. It doesn't work. You must be attached to a farmer. We almost have farmers in all states. Currently, 360 farmers in management. We have over 17 states currently, including this central states, Abuja and other Benue, Makurdi, all those states. So let's say 17, or let's say 20 states. Now, 20 divided by 360, that's 18 farmer per state. But it doesn't work like that. There are certain farmers with more farm clusters than the rest. So there is no way you will not be attached to a farmer. It's not even possible. Okay, so that's one of the things that people can't replicate. It's hard to get farmers and train them to be good, but we are lucky. Okay, now facts about. Oh wait, I forgot to talk about something. The last one, the important part: feeding. Diets that consist of fresh. Diets that consist of fresh vegetables, fruits, calcium supplements, and calcium supplements. Okay, now let me tell you a story. Now somebody called me. I think that was a week ago. He said, Mr. Rex, say I want to buy, because a lot of us, I get a lot of calls on a daily basis. Sorry for that. I get a call on a daily basis. So one particular one called me, and he was like, I asked him how he wants to get snails. I like, please, let me know, what's your experience with snail farming? Do you have a meal plan? He said, what is meal plan? I said, do you have a meal planner? I said, what is meal planner? Do you have activity log? I said, which one is activity log? Bro, don't stress me, I beg. Don't stress me. I say, ha. Short. He cut the call. I say, Jesus. I've learned something over time. And I want to teach you. Sorry, I want to teach you this thing. Okay. If you're starting out in snail farming, especially in the marketing space, and you're putting yourself out there, some people will be very, very harsh and very inhumane to you. Don't take it to heart. Okay? It's their problem. I don't want to. This is not. It's not the right joke. It's not the right. It's not the right thing to say in this scenario. But my uncle, while I moved to Lagos, my uncle said something to me. He said, there are plenty mad people in Lagos, and you might become one. The proof that you are not one of them is how you react when they express themselves to you. Okay, I don't know if you understand it. Sorry, I'm missing Lagos because when I came to Lagos, it was something else for me. I'm coming from the east, I'm landing Lagos, and people are. The bus has not even stopped. You want to jump out? Like, it didn't even make sense to me. Sorry, I'm digressing a bit. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people are hurting inside. Okay, they are hurting. They have issues to deal with. So, if you're building a business, don't get attached to one customer. No, every business, no matter snail farming, don't get attached to a customer. You're angry that one customer is not buying from you because you don't have many. Yes. So when you have many customers, when that one is not buying, like, it doesn't matter. You have to attend to this one. Sometimes you're even trying to grow your staff base that's to meet the demand on your business. Okay. So instead of worrying about someone who treated you bad, get more people, get to talk to more people. You discover that there are more good people actually waiting. Okay. So that's on business. So what did I do? I had that same mindset. This is just one out of 100 persons that will call me. So why will I dwell on them? But it goes to tell you how people are not informed about the realities of snail farming. That there is something like a meal plan. Yes, you don't just feed them randomly, and you feed them with a reason. Yes, you feed them with a reason. Take for example, on arrival, people would you they gave you feed though. You get your feed and calcium supplements delivered to you alongside with the snails. On arrival, you go and feed your snails. Can I get a cup of water? Sorry for that. Okay, so you gotta feed your snails. Yeah, please get me water, please. Thank you. Okay, so you gotta feed your snails. Let's say, um, you feed them vegetables. Let me start with vegetables, the lighter one. No, you're doing wrong. Or you feed them the formulated feed. You want to kill them. Look at this example. Somebody just finished a 20-day fast. Do you start giving them a bar to swallow or hard food? No. You start with something very light, like fruits, then puree. You know what puree is now? Pap. Puree is not pap. Puree is just like this thing, fruits that they mashed, all those things, like anything. But puree. Let's stick to the word puree. Okay, check it. Hey, Puree. Yes, I know. Okay, so that's what you start with. So it's the same thing with snails. When you get your snails, maybe they are transported over a longer journey. Okay, you're not getting them directly from the farm. You don't go to the farm to buy them or those things, which is not mostly the case, Seth, because um, anyways, that's by the way. So there's so much to talk about. Now, you get your snails. They've been shaking all our Nigerian roads. Now, even you, if you go through Nigerian road, you will shake, you will exercise your body. If you are not careful, if you have body, you reduce. Like the roads are bad, and your snails have been subjected to such things. What do they do as a mechanism to help them sustain themselves? They get into a mini state of hibernation. Yes, they hibernate for a short period of time. They stop. They reduce the activities drastically. That's what they do. So instead of moving all over the place, they get into that mini state of hibernation. So what you do is you start with fruits first. You give them fruits for a period of 3 days to stabilize their system to eat. Okay. Now, your meal plan is in AgroCycle, we'll call it the one-to-one feeding regimen. So if you meet the next time you meet someone shouting snail farming up and down, ask them what is their meal plan. How do they feed their snails? What is the process of feeding their snails? Do they have a meal planner? Now, your meal planner is more like a guide to help you look for what you have in your locality. You're looking for fruits. It will give you a list of all the fruits that you can use. You're looking for carbohydrates, list of all the carbohydrates, fruit, fat, and oil, list of it. Like that's what you get. Anyways, so that's by the way. That's for people that will take the offer anyway. So no, it's not for everybody. I know today over rush. Okay. Yes. So your meal plan is a 1-2-1 feeding regimen. So what does 1-2-1 mean? Let's take for example on Monday you give them fruits. On Tuesday you're not going to give them fruits. You give them the formulated feed. On Wednesday you give them the formulated feed. On Thursday you now give them vegetables. On Friday you start again with formulated feed. On Saturday you give formulated feed. On Sunday you give fruits. You repeat the cycle again just like that. Are we good? Yes. Now, what role does this play? Very, very important roles. The fruits, what does it do? It hydrates the snail. What does it mean by hydration? Maybe your snails, you give them water, okay, and the place is not so humid, like densely cultivated or properly mulched. It helps them be able to sustain themselves. Okay, it helps them sustain themselves a bit. I think someone is saying I'm very fast. Okay, he helps them Jesus, we have a lot to do. He helps them sustain this themselves a bit, and that's it. So when you give them the fruit, it's more like a hydrant. It hydrates them. After fruits, you have your vegetables. Vegetables is like a and a detox antioxidant, detoxifier and antioxidant. English will not own me. Okay, so you detoxify them with vegetables. Vegetables include bitter leaf, scent leaf, moringa, green, any those vegetables. We use it for detoxing. So it builds up the immune system to better fight bacterial infections. And that is why when you're building your green farm, plant all those things there. So I think we'll be speeding up. Now, facts about snail farming for beginners. Okay, snail farming is very profitable because the demand for snail meat and product is high in Nigeria and other countries like UK. Like it's crazy high. When I mean crazy high, it is high. No jokes, no stories, and you will see testimonials. I think the testimonials will speak better for themselves. Okay, it requires a relatively little capital investment is required. Yeah, relatively. Take note of the word relatively. Doesn't mean it's cheap. I've heard people say, oh, snail farming, you can start it with anything. No, it's not like that. That thing they are doing is not snail farming. Maybe snail business, but if you want to do snail farming, check all of them. How many of them are succeeding in it? Very few. So be financially capable. I'm not saying you can't start out small. You can start out small, but there's nobody that starts a house without counting the cost of it. Least it stops halfway. That's what my Bible tells me. So please, before you start, talk to your consultants, talk to anybody who is training you, and make sure they know what they're doing. And guess what? You only buy your breeding stock once, and that's it. That's one of the benefits that snail used to beat broiler, all those things. Yes, broiler, you will do first it. You buy your first it, sell them after like 6 months, maybe like 4 months, 3 months. You bought another set. It's not the same money. You take out your profit, you might reinvest, and you use part of the profit and go and buy new ones. Snail farming is not like that. Once you buy the brooders and you are doing it right, they will keep laying. These tiny babies you're seeing here will grow up, become big snails. They will keep laying. Their babies will grow. They will keep giving you. Like they are this thing that never stops giving. Okay? They will just keep giving you. So you can do snail farming as a side hustle, as a part-time business. Okay. For me, I started as a student. Okay. Yeah. So you can do it alongside with your academics and you're still fine. I started as a student and I'm very, very happy that I did take that bold step. Okay. So unlike other livestock, to export snails requires very minimal regulation. You can just smoke, dry, freeze them, and export them. Exporting them live has become a challenge because they are regarded as invasive species, especially AA and AF. Take note, AA and AF. They are regarded as invasive species because those things, they don't do well in Nigeria anyways. They can lay. You are getting like 10 eggs from one. I have one of our farmers, he's into this AA. And it's not like I should repeat the feeding regimen. Oh, you will see it now. Coach, move on. Time is not what. Time is not an answer. Don't worry now. Okay. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying to move fast. Yeah. Okay. So the different types of snail species that we have the Achatina, we have the Achatina fulica, and the Achatina marginata. So we have AA, AF, and AMO. So Achatina marginata, they're giant land snails. They're also known as the Ghana tiger snails. Yeah. They don't do well in Nigeria. That's the basics. So you can get them, play around, lose your money, and come back. But that's just the reality. It's known for its size and can lay up to 200 eggs per cluster. Yes, it makes a prolific breeder in captivity. In Ghana, not in Nigeria, please. But they do very well in Ghana, but they are regarded as, if you're there, you can't even export this one like life, but you can do AMO. And they're the second biggest. Now we have Fulica. Fulica, the giant African land snail, boasts a conical shell with brown bands reaching lengths of 20 centimeters. They lay up to 500 eggs per cluster. Yes, they do. Yeah. And their babies are very tiny. Very, very tiny. You usually find them in your backyard or during the rainy season. If you're in places like Lagos, riverine areas, you'll find them. In the east too, you also find these ones locally. These are usually the snails that when you are walking at night without touch, you step on them and you break their shells. Okay, this is usually what you have. Stay with me, please. Okay, this is usually what you have. And then we have the Achatina marginata, also known as, this is the best anyways. They're the biggest. Okay, Achatina marginata is known as the West African land snail, featuring a shell with distinct ridge and a pointed apex. It's prized for its size and taste in snail farming, laying between 80 eggs per cluster. our breeding season. This one is not cluster. Note. Did you note? It's not cluster, it's breeding season. And they have about 3 breeding seasons in a year. People usually maximize 2 because they allow their snails to hibernate. But if your snails don't hibernate, they'll go through 3. Why do snails hibernate? It's not their way of resting. No, it is their way of avoiding dry season. So in case you have a very dry place, your snails have a very high tendency to hibernate. So let's keep going. Now, AMO. AMs are divided into 2 subgroups, the AMO and the AMS. My favorite is the AMO. I can talk about these ones from morning to night. They are the biggest. They are the fastest growing. And if you have the improved version, forget it. 6-7 months, your snails are laying eggs. Okay? Your snails are laying eggs. 6-7 months, you're getting eggs. If you get the improved ones, which is the one that we prepare for farmers. Yeah. Then we have the AMS. This is the one that caused me heartbreak initially. They will not grow fast. They will eat. They can eat, but fast. No. I've seen a lot of persons sell this one as cheap. But please, but this one is more affordable and accessible. Okay, ways to earn from snail farming. So let's talk about these things in a bit, because people. This one is particularly for people who want to do snail farming and possibly while you're doing your snail farm. These are a few things that you can possibly do. Now, the first thing, you can sell to farmers at point of lay, which is what AgroCycle is committed to doing. We do other aspects, but we leverage farmers to do that. Okay, you can sell table size snails to market women, okay, vendors, so women and men. So you can buy from your bush. If you have regions where you do snails like Bayelsa, and you have access to the bush, you can get snails from them, and they would send you your snails. Okay, then you can sell different sizes directly to this. So you can find people that want to buy snails and you are selling directly to them. Shops, outlets, just decide what you want to do. You can sell as frozen snails. You can sell to big men. Shay was the senator Ikweche that was buying. He wanted to buy snails. So if you have connection, you can be selling to big men. our honorable senator Ikweche, our honorable is not a senator, House of Rep member. Anyways, yeah, you can sell to people like him. Then you can supply jumbo size restaurants, chain restaurant. I think a niche. I don't know if you know a niche, or some of us are staying in Lagos, if you can figure it out. The slime, you can produce slime for cosmetic companies. Anyways, this one is a big challenge because I don't know if you know S&T Farmer. I think he's the leading guy in snail extraction at the moment. And I think he's pretty good at it. Yeah. So you can contact him, S&T. You can contact him for slime extraction. But we were having a conversation in our group. One of our farmers wants to get it, and it's worth 9 million naira for slime extractor. It's a lot of money. But the snails don't tend to die. Okay, there's another way to extract slime. To formulate your feed, no caps, we'll show you. Then you can organize trainings for newbies. You can organize trainings. It's not difficult. Yes, you can organize trainings. The training that you're watching now is organized. How did I ever start selling? I did training 1,000 naira then, before, when I did not have farm. So I know. Okay, I know. And you don't blame me. I was very entrepreneurial. Okay, but what did I learn? I learned that if you don't have results, it is hard to sell. Yes, that's what I learned. If you don't have results to show, it is hard to sell. So people were like, okay, for the small knowledge they've given me, we'll pity you and give you 1,000. And they gave it to me. It meant a lot to me then. Okay. I didn't come full front. I connected an experienced farmer that did the training. So they not go say I don't know at all. So the man was talking and I was collecting I was collecting the offering for them. Okay, now let me just brief a bit. We have what we call the 5 days intensive mentorship program. You can register for it online. I think we've posted the link severally. Now, for the period of 5 days, you'll be going through intensive mentorship and training. I wouldn't dwell so much on it because I have a lot to say. Internship, mentorship, and training will train you on, even if you don't know what snails are, you don't know how to, you don't know what they look like. We'll show you, we'll teach you, we'll guide you, mention it. Whatever it takes for you to be successful as a farmer, we'll put it out to you. Yes, for a period of 5 days. And after that, you do your induction. And after your induction, you'll be attached to your network, state network. Okay? To your state network. And after your state network, what will you do? You'll be attached to a particular farmer in your state network. Okay? And the mentorship for a lifetime. It doesn't stop. Nobody want to go do small, do. 6 months, you're not getting it right. Your farm, you are stopping. No. Okay, or they will do 1 month or 3 months and they take you out of the training ecosystem. No, it doesn't work like that. But that's by the way. Let's go to the important things. How to start a snail farm properly. Now, this is what people are waiting for. All the people that have been, all the things I've been talking, they've been waiting. How do I start this thing? Okay, he said, please, you deviated. Wait, let me attend to this question, please. Don't. So we'll go back. Okay. He said, please, you deviated from this from your students who is into AA. Please complete the story. What was I even saying about my student who is into AA? Do I have a student in AA? I don't think I have somebody that has AA. Maybe I know we don't. I don't advise anybody to go for AA. Okay. Oh, I digress too much. Sorry, I beg. Sorry. Let me. I will stay focused. I'll stay focused. Okay. Sorry. I deeply apologize for digressing. Now, okay. So first thing, get trained. Very important. Get trained. I cannot overemphasize the importance of being trained. Okay. So please get a lot of training in all you do. Please get training. Okay. Now get some money aside. Put money aside for proper pen setup. You can see the pens that we have in this picture. That's 1, 2, 3, and it will take a standard of, this is for 200. This is just for 200. I might be wondering, how would it take in 2 pens? The first one will take 100. The second one will take 100. The last one there will be for your, probably this one will be for your incubation, and this one will be for your baby snails, and it will last you at most 4 months. Before you get into expansion, it's up to 600, 700 babies with eggs piling up. Okay, yeah. Then you have build an appropriate housing for your snails. Like I've talked about that. Then if you have, you're doing intensive, get a nice soil. Very important. Okay, now treat. Should I treat my soil? It's up to you. It doesn't count. Genuinely, sincerely, it doesn't count. Okay, it doesn't count. If you want, if you have the energy, you want to treat your soil, simply bake. Some people, I've seen people pour hot water inside the soil. It's hard to drain genuinely. So the best you can do is cook till the thing is like sand that used to fry granules. Okay, cook it like it's like sand you need to use in drying granules. Then you can rehydrate, but you'll be needing earthworms. You need to add earthworms. Then make sure you have mulching materials. Possibly your mulching materials could be sacks. The best sack is this stockfish sack. You know, it's made of jute anyway. You know what jute is? It's more like a plant material for making cloths. Yeah. So it's made of jute. That stockfish is a good one. You can use this sack gari for That's 100 kg bag for carrying Gary. You can use it too. Yeah, it does a good job. Then for those doing intent free range, make sure your vegetation is dense. Make sure you add to this install feeding snails. Don't be feeding your snails randomly. Let them have a particular place where they feed their snails. You discover they have a colony around there. They won't move so far because they already know that the feed will be brought there for them. Don't have inconsistent. It's not if you place here today, you place there tomorrow. You place. Don't confuse the snails. Okay, yeah. Make it easy for them to find food. Lastly, after you've done all these things, okay, you now prepare for your stocking. You start preparing for stocking. You can now call AgroCycle, oh, sir, we want to reach out to the admin. You start asking questions as regarding procurement, logistics, on how it works. Okay, then you buy your breeders. When you purchase your breeder with the calcium supplement and every other thing, then get ready. So I'll allow you guys to just digest this bit and we will move further. So just look it up, read through it, and we'll move further. Okay. Okay, so if you're getting value, like how much? Let's just do it again. If you're getting value, type two. Just I want to get two. I know we've done 1 hour 30 minutes, and we'll be done in the next 30 minutes. I can assure you that. And by then, you would have learned so much that you can take down any snail farmer. You can even manage your farm after this training. So if you've gotten value, let me know how many people are online. Just type two. I want to see two in the comment section now. So if I get enough two, we'll continue. Just give me two. Yeah, I want a lot of twos. Give me two. Then we'll continue. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Basi. Basi, you've been following, no? Wow, impressive. Rita, you too. Nice. Do you have a Edo network na community on your own? Diametric Academy, thank you. KP, thank you. And Michael, don't worry. Thank you. Julius Obi, thank you. Rita, thank you. Grace, thank you. Oluwaremi, oh, impressive. I'm joining for the first time and I'm impressed. Oh, thank you very much, Boniface. Uche, oh, thank you. I love this. Okay, let's get back. Let's get back on track. Let's not take too much time. Let's get back on track. Okay. Now, the next thing. Introduction to the community of practicing farmers. Okay. Now, a lot of persons will wonder, this is our superpower in AgroCycle. You can get training from anywhere. Like, in as much as I know the YouTube space is a lot of information anyway, if you follow a consistent person over a long period of time, you get a lot of the information that they have. Yes. Okay. But one thing that is striking that makes AgroCycle stand out is our community-centered approach to snail farming. Yes, that's it. It's so community-centered. So you have state networks. So each state have their network, and in the network we have farmers who are practicing. So the state network combines of people who are practicing and people who are not practicing. Which state has the largest network? Owerri, followed by Edo, followed by Lagos, then Ogun State, then Port Harcourt, Rivers, then other states that I cannot just mention now. Okay. Now, the community of practicing farmers is where you have every farmer come together. So you initially you would have your own unique group where you do your trainings. That's for the intensive training, 5 days intensive. After doing your group with your set, so let's say in your set you had 50 people join in your own set. You did your own cohort, you did all those things with them, no problem. You spend time with them. Then In the next, after that, you join the community of practicing farmers, where we have currently, I think, 360 practicing farmers. You know what that means? It means there is no problem that you have that the people have not faced. What's your problem? Is it me, self? Can you lose more than me? I've lost 2,000 cents. What can you lose? And I don't want you to lose. Okay. Then we have people who are doing 10K babies, who already have 10K babies and they are growing. We have people who are exporting. We have people who are importing. We have people who are selling materials. We have people, like, name it. Okay. So that's the ecosystem. We are building that ecosystem deliberately. That's why when somebody tells us, "Oh, Mr. Rex, can I get breeders from AgroCycle?" I say, "I beg, you're not serious. First of all, just relax, go through training, okay? Because we are more community oriented than just selling. We want to have an ecosystem where people can say, where did you start from? You call AgroCycle. Who trained you? AgroCycle. How? And it's already happening now. Like, if you want physical training and online training, we are literally the company that offers both of them sequentially without stress. Okay. Yeah. So about the community of practicing, what would you get? You enjoy lifetime mentorship and support. You get access to physical training, like the outsourced training. What is outsourced training? Going to a farmer and seeing their farm, learning from them directly. No extra charges. Let me mention it. No, you don't have to pay for anything. You don't have to pay for physical training, pay for this one, pay consultants to do this one. No, we are cutting out the excess. AgroCycle is making snail farming very, very cost efficient. What is that thing that will make you excel in snail farming? We'll give it to you. Okay, so automatically you are eligible to make money from our source program. Yes, that's correct. And you're also eligible for our partnership bonuses. Yes, so you get insured snail breeders that cover for at least the first 2 weeks. Now, this is the 2 weeks insured snail breeder clause. Now, I talked about it earlier. Let me repeat. Take for example, you bought 500 snails. Let's use a real number. 10% of 500 is 50. 10% or 20% of 500 is 100. Now, for some reason, you lose that 100 within the first 2 weeks. There can only be two things wrong. There can only be a few things wrong. First of all, the company did not give you good snails. Yes. Or the process of managing the snails when arriving your pen was very bad, that they were too stressed, and we did not teach you how to resuscitate them when they arrived your farm. Is it your fault? No. It's our problem that we did not teach you well. The third thing is, oh, maybe you did not feed them well and there was no follow-up. There was nobody telling you to post your videos and give updates, farm updates, or impute your data and your productivity log. You know, all those kind of setup. So the company is taking full responsibility from you. We have to teach you well. We have to monitor your farm. We have to procure your own breed. And it gives us a level of, it gives you an assurance that we know that we will replace your snails if we don't get you good snails. So we go the extra mile to make sure we get you good snails. Okay. Then we also help you sell your matured breeders. And I think I thought of putting this clause up so that you can see it. But remind me, I'll put it in the group. Okay. I'm sorry for the person that said I digress a lot. Sorry. I apologize for that. Um, just remind me. I'll stay on course. So okay, we also provide you with the opportunities to participate in group exportation. Yes. So you have money, you have snails, you have this one. We can facilitate the process. Take for example, one person might decide, okay, I have access. I have people who in diaspora that want to sell the snails. Oh, okay, I know where to buy the snails in the local markets. Can AgroCycle serve as a platform? Yes. You bring the money. If the farmer is trustworthy, we can give a consent of trust to them. If the farmer is not someone that is well known, we hold your money like escrow. The man go source the snail. Even if na small, make dey source the, if he brings small, until he has proven himself trustworthy, then we can let's then give a vote of confidence on his behalf. Then you can deal directly with him. Okay. Then we participate in regular sales and marketing programs very, very often. Yeah, very often, because we know that that is That is where the problem is. People don't know how to market their snails. Yeah. So who is in the class of people that can do snail farming? Who can really manage snails? Who can excel in snail farming? Stay at home moms or fathers. Yes, I know now. Fathers they stay at home. Very beautiful thing. Okay. So stay at home moms or dad, perfect for snail farming. Retired people, perfect for snail farming. Young boys and girls like me, they are not old. Gen Z like us, please, you can participate. Okay, businessmen and women that have their business, their market. Maybe you're a businessman, you sell your market in the after selling your market in the evening, you don't have anything doing, you rest. You can just be doing this one on the side, okay? And you or anyone that wants to make money, okay? Okay. So I want to make money group. Yeah, anyone that wants to make money, that is the people that are supposed to get into snail farming. Okay. Now let's talk about testimonials. Let's listen. Will this one play? Okay.
Elisha.
So let me give a brief background on this guy before we start. Okay. So maybe like a brief background before we start. This is Mr. Femi. He's literally, I think he was one of the guys that took what we taught in the marketing classes seriously. And today he's doing exceptionally well with exportation. So let's listen to him.
Ocean State. So and I met the recently. This business April. April this year. As now you arrive last few months. Thank God. To
Listen to her. What's happening? Why is it? Hello, everyone. So sorry, so sorry. I don't know what happened. Guess I lost connection there. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, let us get back on track. Thank you for staying back. For those people that stayed back, thank you. Okay, let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. The audio is faint. Oh, okay, you were hearing it. Please make insight on ROI. Okay, where is the location, please? I would answer those questions. So thank you for coming back. Let's just share my screen and we'll continue from where we stopped.
My name is Femi. I'm from Elisha, Ocean State. So I met the Young Circle. I joined this business in April. April this year. I snakes arrived last 7 months. Thank God today,
Can we hear it?
after they started laying their eggs, some died. Now I have like up to 200 babies and up to 200 eggs or so now. Now, um, I see I have them, so that and I have this the so June June this amount October now to market, not to market to export in which and meanwhile I have it in mind that export is something I have interest on. So thought of on Sunday, I remember on Sunday. So on Monday, I switched action that my WhatsApp, promote on also the advert on Facebook, start promoting my friends. They started actually they started on okay, so say okay, they need how much is this, how much is this. So then progress to like is it not like up to 100 pieces. 100 pieces. Yeah, I have the jumbo size, is a mixture, but the jumbo size is around 50. If I could remember, it's around 50 or 60. So now, I bought the rate, everything is, I bought it around the rate of 99,000 naira, 99 to 100,000 naira. And I said some to my friends in some customers. So then so the one I packed after this video, I'm going to send a video
I'm trying to get the volumes up.
to
But
see
I don't know what is happening.
the one I packed. So I packed I packed like 50 pieces down to UK. And the reason why I did that is not for me to, I'm just starting. I'm a learner. So I saw someone going there. She helped me deliver it to someone who helped me sell everything there. In Nigeria, I'm selling three jumbo sizes. Three is 10,000 naira. But in UK, I said three 10 pounds, equivalent to 20,000 naira. So the pieces, I said, okay, all those two pieces running together is I said everything 170 pounds. Now times it at the rate, then the rate of 22,000, then so
So you can, do you know why I let me just narrate. He said he bought he bought 100 snails and sold in Nigeria. He sells three jumbo size snails for 10,000, but in UK he sells three for 10 pounds. Okay, and when he sold the one he bought for 100,000 naira, he made 340,000 naira. And you can see this is not excess skill or something. So people are making money. Why am I showing these things? So you will see these people for yourself, and it's not story.
Hello, everybody.
I think this one is better. So what do you need for snail farming? You need to be patient, and you need to read. You need to be patient, and you need to read to learn. Okay, you need to be someone who has a desire for knowledge. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's pure business, and patience is everything. Okay, you really need to implement everything that you've learned. Yeah. So what will you be focusing on in the intensive 5 days intensive training? We'll be looking at introduction to snail farming from scratch, the types of snails with video evidences to support you, the product pen production and pen construction, okay, snail treatment, pen preparation, egg incubation, care for baby snails, prey and predators, how to care for your babies, okay, and snail farming on a budget. That's what we'll be looking at, basically. I don't know if you're still there. I think network is very bad, and agroeconomics network is pretty bad, and I'm sorry for that. So those are the few things that we'll be looking at. Okay. So now, what are you going to be getting? You'll be getting a fail-proof construction system that will save you thousands of naira in pen construction. Like, you will be able to construct your pen, call people, give them the dimensions, and they will construct it for you. Now, if you get the 5 days intensive training, okay, and you will require to make a financial investment, of course. Okay, you'll be getting healthy breeders, okay, and you'll be able to identify healthy breeders. So healthy breeders test, you'll be able to do a healthy breeder test. Tell a breeder that is not healthy and one that is unhealthy. Okay, then you'll be taught how to produce growth stimulating feed formula and a meal planner. Okay, so adjusted to meet the need of your snails at different levels of development. That's the goal of that the meal planner and everything. So you'll be making somewhere around 30,000 naira. That's the worth of the feed formula. So for you to just get the feed formula, it will cost you about 30,000 naira. Okay, then you don't have the places. Where do you buy them becomes a problem. That's one of the challenges. Now you get a thought-free pen maintenance system. We'll teach you how to maintain your pen without even overthinking it. Like all this pen this, you will learn it. So we'll teach you, and it's valued at 45,000 naira. That is what you're likely going to be getting. That's the value for each and everything. Now we'll be teaching you the advanced incubation system. How do you incubate your snail so that you'll be hitting 80% success rate? So that your problem is no longer I'm not getting babies, but my babies are not growing the way I want it to. It's a system, it's a process, and people are doing it over and over again. Okay. And it will cost you about 30,000 naira in value, but it will save your farm eggs. Like just well, you I don't know, it was very difficult for the testimonials that people for you to see the testimonials because of network issues. Is what it is. Nigeria, welcome. This is what we have. Okay, but we'll forge ahead. Then a hungry market identify. We'll teach you how to identify hungry markets. You saw the guy export. He bought snails for 100,000 naira in Nigeria, sold some to his Nigerian friends, and the remaining he exported and made 170 pounds, valued at 340,000 naira. That profit alone is like 260,000 naira in profit. But it doesn't stop there. We'll give you a lot of bonuses to join. Okay, that's if you decide to make this investment and take this snail farming journey with AgroCycle. You get your personalized pen construction measurement and quotation. So we are doing 3 feet by 5. What is that one that will suit you? What is that thing that will suit you? Okay, that will suit your needs, that will suit your desires, that will suit your farm. You will get it. Then you will get your physical training for interested farmers. Yes, of course, that one is a must. You get that one now, physical training. Then you have your 12 weeks mortality insured breeder stock. So your breeder stock, if you have breeder stock, they are insured for 12 weeks, for 2 weeks rather, not 12 weeks. Okay, for 2 weeks. Then you have your pay maintenance checklist. What are the things that you need to do? Then you have your growth booster, the one-to-one feeding regimen. Then you have the contact of exportation agencies, not a big deal. You learn how to do your soil test. You have access to our egg viability test guide. Then you have a 5-minute pen maintenance hack. How do you clean up your pen so fast and very well that no matter how it is, you're excelling in it? Okay, so we have your broodstock stabilization guide, then your productivity tracker. Now, all these things, if you put all these things together, they are valued way over 200,000 naira. So it costs more than 200,000 naira, no doubt. But guess what? We're not selling it for 200,000 naira. And we're not even selling it for 100,000 naira. No, not. They're not going to sell it for 100,000 naira. Because what's the essence of making it so expensive? It's not worth it. And people might not just necessarily be able to purchase it. So we'll make it 75,000 naira. But that's actually what people pay for the outsourced training. Okay. So no need to make it 75,000 naira. For the first 50 people that will be purchasing this material, okay, this program, the 5 days intensive training, it will be going for just 30,000 naira. Yeah, 30,000 naira. So you can make your payment for 30,000 naira through our account, AgroCycle Money Points, and it's on display already. Okay, 8280339143. You can go ahead and make payments. It's also posted on the group now. Okay, so this is actually on the group, so you can go ahead and I think they've put it on the group already. Okay, so they put it on the group already, and it doesn't stop there. There's an opportunity for you. You can go ahead and make an installment payment for a period of, let's say, one month. That's a realistic time frame. You can pay every week. You will definitely be able to join the training community. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Let's start answering questions. Okay. Someone is sending me a message. So please, I think the account is already on display, so you can go ahead and make payments. The audio is cracking, so let me try. Now it's time to answer questions. Where are the questions that we are asking me? Where is your location? We are okay. So you can go ahead, make payment. If you want the training, you can go ahead and make payment for the training. Okay. Do you have a mentor in Port Harcourt? Yes, we have a farmer in Port Harcourt. We have three farmers in Port Harcourt, so we don't have a problem. We have currently three farmers in Port Harcourt. Okay, we have three farmers in Port Harcourt. I'm getting a lot of messages from my end, so please bear with me. I beg you in the name of God, bear with me. We're getting a lot of messages. Okay, yeah. So how many pens do we need to start? You would need at least 4 pen for a farm of 200 snails. So if you're looking to do 200 snails, 4 pen is a good start for you. Yes. So it has been uploaded on the group, so you can go ahead and make payment for your materials. Okay, you can go and make payments if you want to be part of this training. If you want to join AgroCycle, tomorrow we'll be having our consultation sections. Yeah. Okay, I think somebody posted something. Let's answer this question. Consider an insight into the agroeconomics. Example, 500 breeders. How much investment will it take? So somebody is asking me how much investment will it take? And what is the rate of the expansion? Okay, now the standard investment is 500 snails. That's a lot of money. So a breeder costs about 300 naira, 600 naira. So 500 times 600 naira is 300,000 naira. Then you would need to buy your formulated feed for 100 snails that will last 4 months. It will cost you about 360,000 naira. Because I think I'm mixing up this thing. 500. Okay, no, it will cost 180,000 naira. Yeah. So you have 500, 5 bags of feed, 5 bags of calcium supplements, 180,000 naira. 300 plus 180,000, 480,000 naira. Then what else do we have? We have what else? What is on our list? We have you will need to build your pen. So we're already at 480. So give each 800,000 naira would be a reward, a worthy a worthy amount to economics. 800,000 naira. That's for 500,000 naira pen. Yeah. You build, you buy your breeders, then you cost. For feeding, 800,000 naira will cover everything. Yeah. But within the space of 1 year, you can, with 500 snails, you can hit 2,000 babies. So your expansion rate is at roughly 500 breeders every 3 months, 500 breeders, 500 babies every 3 months, 500 babies every 3 months. So if you work with that expansion rate, you'll be able to get something realistic. Okay. What's going on? Michael, I don't know. Is my village people, they came for me. Can't get again. I'm sure it's technical issues. Of course, it's technical issues. Where are you located? We are currently in Lagos and in Owerri. So if you're looking to reach out to us, we are currently in Lagos in Owerri, but through the community of practicing farmers, all you have to do is to register for the training. Once you've registered for the training, you're sorted out. Okay. Please make an insight on ROI. How do you ROI depends on what you can do now. If you're getting if you're getting like 700 babies, it's enormous. So leave. It's enormous, really enormous. Okay. Um, it's really enormous. These testimonials are not clear. Export to another aspect of the training. My dear Stephen Obina had really issues, but of course, this is not where it ends now. We'll come back to the group and we'll talk. So at least you know the basics, and the training link is up. You can always come back and watch it anytime you feel like. So it's not like after now, that's it. It doesn't disappear. So you can come back, watch over and over again. Let's learn production and local scaling. Okay, and local scaling first. That will be in the training group. Okay, so we'll come back to the group to talk about scaling. Yeah. We'll come back to the group to talk about scaling. So all you just have to do is if you want to take up the AgroCycle 5 days intensive training, it costs just about 30,000 naira. Go ahead and make payments. You can start with an instrumental payment. You can decide to pay outrightly. It's all dependent on you. What do you want to do? Okay. Audio is cracking. So when is the training starting? The training is starting on Wednesday. Yes. Okay. It's starting on Wednesday. How much is the training? The training costs just 30,000 naira. How do I get I think these questions are coming in 5 minutes ago. Said, how can I get their feed? The feeds are actually sent to you. Everything is sent to you. Yep. Do you have a mentor in Calabar? Yes, we have the biggest farmer in Calabar. Yeah. And I don't know if you know, he's a naval officer, Calabar Port. That's where he stays. Yes. So we have a farmer. Don't worry. Don't overthink it. We have one there. Okay. Do you have a farmer in Edo? Edo has the biggest community at the moment. Yes, we do. The training costs just 30,000 naira. I think I put it out already. Costs barely 30,000 naira. It's there now. So you can go ahead and make an investment of 30,000 naira. Yeah, 30,000 naira. That's what it costs. But you are free to make a payment. It doesn't and start it out gradually, but eventually you pay out. Then you join the full scale training. Are we together? I believe so. Do you have a mentor in Ogun State? I told you all the eastern states, we have farmers in the eastern state. Yeah, still asking all the southern states, we have a farmer. So don't think too much. We have farmers. And you said how many snails is in a 3 feet by 5 feet pen? We have just 100 snails. That's the stocking density for 3 feet by 5 feet. A 3 feet by 5 feet pen has a stocking density of just 100 snails. Okay. Ogun State, to be precise, KP, I think we already spoke now. You said some things to me. Yes. We have a farmer in Ogun State. Mowe is not far now. Mowe is people even think Mowe is part of Lagos. People think Mowe is part of Lagos, so don't stress too much. Yes, there is. Okay, do you have a farmer a mentor in Abia State? We have in Hafia at the moment. Does Hafia work for you? If Hafia works for you, then I think we have one that covers for you. I think I've answered all the questions basically. If more questions come in, I will see it. Do you have a mentor? It's not there are farmers everywhere. We have farmers everywhere. Like there are a lot of farmers, 350 farmers in AgroCycle community. So don't overthink it. Just pay for your training. That's the first step. You need to pay for your training. It costs just 30,000 naira at the moment. And for the first 25 persons that will be paying, they will be getting it at 30,000 naira. So, okay, so let's run. And it's already on the group. We've put it out on the group. The account number is on the group. So if you're participating in the training, go ahead and make payment now. Go ahead and make payment. We have the training is starting on the main training is starting on Friday. On Wednesday, sorry. Wednesday, that's when we are starting the 5 days intensive training. So that by Sunday you would be graduating. New comments. Okay, I have new comments. Copied in. Any farmer in Akwa Ibom? No, we don't have any in Akwa Ibom, I beg you. Okay, I am overwhelmed. I said, sir, I'm overwhelmed. I love all I've learned today. I do not have this money now. When is the next training? I personally, I don't even know when our next training will be because it's not easy to put this thing together. It's genuinely not easy at all. Okay? Hey, if you think it's easy, no, it's not easy. Like staying up, managing the group, following people up, and to it doesn't stop today. Stop. You still have to go tomorrow. Okay. What I would advise is what I would advise is if you could take advantage of the instrumental payments, that would really help you. Which feed is the best for snails? Formulated feed now. Formulated feed is the best for snail. Which feed is the best for snail? You use formulated feed, okay? Yeah. So um for tomorrow's training, do we have to pay? No, you don't. You're not paying for anything. Tomorrow is not a live training. It's not on YouTube. We are spending time on the group. We'll be sharing insights. We'll be talking. We'll be having conversations. You'll be asking all your questions, and we'll be answering them with video evidence. Okay, so the group will be open by tomorrow. Yeah. Someone is saying, what's your advice, sir, regarding soilless snail farming? Which do you recommend? Soilless snail farming. I don't do soilless snail farming, so I don't have so much experience as regarding soilless snail farming. Would you want to do it? I would advise you get someone who knows how to do it. There's one farmer I know, Bonny Hood guy. Okay, he has shown himself to be an expert in soilless. I'm not an expert, so I would rather tell you what I know than tell you what I don't know, so that you have the results. I'm very, very result oriented, and I'm very, very rational. So if I'm not very sure, I would rather recommend someone who has understanding. Okay. Yeah. So which do you recommend? Soilless. What is your advice regarding soilless snail farming? Which do you recommend? I recommend the one that I thought now, the one with soil. Can you explain the instrumental payment? Okay, I'm saying the cost of the training is 30,000 naira. You don't have 30,000 naira now. You want to pay 5,000 naira, but you be consistent to paying it weekly until you complete it and you take your own training with the cohort. Then go ahead and start your payment. Okay, you will get all the benefits of consultation. You will get all your questions answered. Just that you didn't go through the 5 days intensive training almost immediately. Once your payment is completed, you will take your own training. Okay? So that's how it works. I hope we understand now. Am I getting more? Somebody's still dropping too. You are behind the blessing. Hey, blessing. Okay, I think I've answered that. Do you have more question? What is the least installment for the training? 5,000 naira is the least. Okay, 5,000 naira is the least. So you can go ahead and make a payment for 5,000 naira. The account is on display on the group. Let me go to that installment side. Yeah. So it's on display. It's a Money Point Microfinance Bank, 30,000 naira. The minimum is 5,000. Be committed. That is it. You want people that are committed. The installment is just to make an opportunity for people who really want to do these things to come in. Okay? You really want to do it. You know you can do it. Then go ahead and give it a shot. Then somebody's asking me, oh, what of Worry? Yes, there's a farmer in Worry, big farmer. You want to know where we have farmers, okay? Check our pages. You hear all the farmers that we've mentioned their names, and we check for where they are. How can I get the formulated feed? AgroCycle will procure a formulated feed for you. Don't overthink it. Yeah, we'll get you your formulated feed alongside with your snails. If you just want formulated feed, just reach out to the admin on the group. Tell them that you want to buy formulated feed. Give them your location. They will procure it for you and deliver it to your doorstep. Okay. Let's see if we can find any this thing. Somebody asks, which species do you supply? Which species do you supply? For AgroCycle, not just AMO, nothing else. Like the stress is too much. Doing AMS is not for the weak. Okay. AMS is genuinely not for the weak. It will stress you out. I can tell you from experience, AMS is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. Please let me take this. Hey, sorry for that. Let me take. How many pen do I need? I think I've answered this question. Okay, do you have a mentor in Port Harcourt? Yes, we have a mentor in Port Harcourt. Um, do you have drugs? Yes. Now the bitter leaf is not drug. What are you saying? The bitter leaf, scent leaf, and this they are detoxifiers now. They're natural drugs. Okay. The next question is I'm joining for the first time. I'm impressed. Thank you very much. Do you have? There's someone that said, please, you deviated from. Don't do AA. Please leave AA and rest. Okay, the guy that said I digress a bit. Sorry for digressing. I'm moving too fast. You can always watch the video again. Coach, move on, please. A lot of people. Please send your number. You already have my number on the group, so come back to the group. Let's talk. I think we don't have any more questions, and with that, let me give 2 more minutes. If you have questions, go ahead and ask me. Then we can talk in the group. The group will be opened tomorrow, or let's just open it this night. If you have questions, go ahead and ask. Okay. How can I get the feed? You can formulate your own feed yourself. How? Okay. So we'll call it a day, and I really appreciate everyone who has been in this training. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much.